Ioana, Ioana isto. Ioana, Ioana isto. Cover me, cover me, cover me in spirit. Cover me, cover me, cover me in spirit. Cover you, cover you, cover you in spirit, and cover us in spirit. Ioana, Ioana, Ioana Ish, the walking crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. Wishing you a happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. And I wasn't planning on doing any sort of talk or teaching today, but I spoke with my lovely friend, Wendy Becker, and today is her mother's birthday. Today's Mary's birthday. And Mary passed away earlier this year. And, you know, Wendy's having to deal with that, and she had feelings today, and we spoke today. And I'm not trying to call Wendy out or anything. I just, the idea of grief came up, and the conversation about, you know, insurance companies and bank accounts and all the business stuff, the administrative stuff that comes when somebody crosses over, or when there's a divorce, or when we break up, or we leave a job. There's all this stuff that goes on around it that isn't and doesn't have anything to do with the mourning or the grief of the loss that we've incurred. So, and that just got, I just felt that in my heart. So a lot of times we spend time doing the busyness of the day, the busyness of the administrational stuff that has to get done, but we don't take any time to grieve and allow ourselves to be in silence, or in pain, or in hurt, or in missing the person, or allow ourselves to cry, right? Allow the tears to come. Allow ourselves to be with the loss. And what is the loss like for you? The loss is different for everybody. When my father died, I was at a coffee house in Los Angeles, and I think I had just gotten sober. Maybe days or something. And I met a guy named Gary, and Gary said, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why? He says, I said, "Well, not really. My father just passed." He says, "Oh, wow." And he made this sound. And I said, "What's that?" He said, "That's the sound of your head coming out of your ass in 6 months." And I kind of laughed, and I said, yeah. But there was a lot of truth to that, because there was a lot of stuff to do. There was a funeral to do, and there was, you know, taking care of my mom and taking care of my younger brothers and sisters, whatever that looked like, because that was 30 years ago, by the way. So it was a long time. So I've had a lot of time to grieve. In fact, I didn't actually grieve till about 5 years after my father died, and I was living in the state of Tennessee, in Morristown, Tennessee. And one day my then wife walked in the door from work, and she found me on a ball, curled up in a ball, on the floor. See that? Oh, that's coming up. And just telling the story of it, of allowing myself to grieve and cry and hurt and rock back and forth. She found me that way, and she said, "How can I help you?" And I said, "Just let me go through this. I needed to go through that." And she did, and she supported me at that time. And but talking to my friend Wendy today, how many of you allow yourselves to grieve? How many of you leave a job, or leave a relationship, or a marriage, or whatever it is, or you have a loss in the family, and really take time to be with yourself, really take time to talk to a close friend and say, "This is how I'm feeling." I mean, sometimes we hide our feelings and we don't show them. I'm going to ask you to show your feelings. I'm going to ask you to have your tears. See, I'm crying. I'm having moments of grieving and mourning within this talk, because I feel for my friend. I feel from another friend, Angela, who's in Washington right now, and she lost her dad earlier in the year, and she's up there with her mom. You know, her mom's having a tough time grieving, having a tough time being without her husband, without her spouse of many years. You know, I mentioned my dad's been gone 30 years. And I don't usually think about it during the day, but I thought about it today when I spoke to my friend Wendy. So as I'm speaking to you, I allow myself to have those tears. I allow myself to have those feelings. So you know that Walking Crow just isn't full of shit. Well, he might be. But he isn't just full of shit about the things he talks about, because the things that I talk about are the things that touch my personal life, that touch me personally, like grief, like loss. I moved from Los Angeles to Sedona, and there was a great deal of grieving that I had to do, that I still do, because everybody that I knew was there, and I feel that, and I allow myself to feel that. So, if you have a loss in your family, if you have a loss in your personal life, take the time, instead of always filling the void with busyness of going to a class, or taking a class, or going to a ceremony, or going to a sound bath, all those things which help. Take time to be by yourself. Take time to maybe find a rattle if you have a rattle. And if you don't have a rattle, contact me. To take a rattle and just rattle and allow yourself to come out of the monkey mind of the stinking thinking of that, and to be able to come into the body, into your heart space, into your breathing, into your connection to root, to your shoot, in the connection of the broken connection of your loss with your loved one. Allow yourself to have that time. Be with that. Or if you have a drum, allow yourself to drum. Allow yourself to sing songs of sadness, of grief and loss. Allow yourself to sing those songs, Things are going to be okay, and they don't seem like they're going to be okay right here, right now, but they will be okay. I promise you that. They will be, because it changes for us. Every day that goes by gives us a new tomorrow. And we don't have to live in the yesterday of how we felt right now. So allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to move into tomorrow, into a new moment, into a new way of being with the grief, with the mourning of that loss. Aho. Whew. That was heavy. Anyways, I'm not so passionate today. I'm usually really passionate and out there with my messages, but I don't need to be today, because this is a subject that touches the heart. Excuse me. A subject that touches the soul in a different way. And I don't need to be so in your face about it. I don't have to ask you about it. I'm just letting you know that it's okay. It's okay, and it's going to be okay, and it's always going to be okay. These are the lessons that I've learned in my life, in my medicine, with regard to letting go and just being still. There's so much to learn from this stillness. So I don't know what I'm going to sing. I usually don't know until I pick up the drum and they let me know what I'm gonna sing. But I'm feeling OYA. OYA is you are joy, you are love, you are spirit, and you are light. I am joy, I am love, I am spirit, and I am light. We are joy, we are love, we are spirit, and we are light. And if we can support each other in that way within song, and even when we're not near each other, but maybe on the phone, maybe in text, maybe in person, right? Let's meet for coffee, let's meet for a bite, let's meet for a hike, let's meet for a walk, let's meet for a hug. There's so many ways to be here for each other. And in the time of over the last year and a half plus, with the COVID and people being in lockdown and stuff, we need each other more than anything. And there's a lot of people grieving that year and a half, because that year and a half took a lot from a lot of people. And I'm asking you to reach out to your neighbor, reach out to your brother, to your sister, reach out to your mother, your father, reach out, even if they're on the other side, if they're in the direction of the north, in that place of wisdom, in that place of rest, reach out to them. They will answer you. They will have answers for you. As I was talking to my friend Wendy today, Mary showed herself. She showed herself to me, and she was smiling and happy. She's with her beloved on the other side, her husband. And she gets to live free of pain and hurt and sickness and lockdown and all those things. And so can you. Iowana. Nope, not Iowana. We already sang Iowana. OYA. Owa-e, owa-e, owa-e. I am joy, I am love, I am spirit, and I am light. Owa-e, 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 owa-e. You are joy, you are love, you are spirit, and you are light. Owa-e, 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 owa-e. We are joy. We are love. We are spirit. And we are light. Hey, thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Mother. Thank you, power and the guidance of the medicine wheel, the four directions. All our relations, all our relations, all our relations, all our relations. Be blessed in the knowledge that things will pass. Be blessed in the knowledge that you will move forward. There's no moving backward. As a bird flies, when a bird flies and flaps his wings, he propels himself forward with the bottom of his wings. He doesn't move backwards. He only moves forward. So move like the bird into your heart, into your soul, into your being, and allow yourself to take a step forward in your grief. Allow yourself to take a step forward in the mourning of what is and what hurts and what feels. Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, asking you to have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed Thursday. Aho.